what up? So since I have a kickball game tonight, I thought I'd go ahead and get here early and then do my stretching. It'd be a nice little recovery from the runs, obviously, but also a very good warm-up before the game. So we're gonna hang out here in the park, watch some other kickball, and get loosened up. Alright guys, as you saw, just did some stretching today. Pretty light as far as an activity standpoint, but very much needed. I was sore today. But with that, I just kind of wanted to diversify, add a little something different to this vlog, since obviously there wasn't a lot from the exercise standpoint. So I just want to kind of go through some of the equipment and stuff I use as I'm starting this marathon journey. Just to share with you guys in case you're also new, but also see if I miss anything. If you guys have been running a lot more than I have and I'm missing something that's crucial that you guys learned maybe the hard way that you need, please let me know, because I want to make sure that I'm doing this the best way possible, and not taking the hard way if I don't have to. So kicking it off real quick, probably the most basic thing I've got is my 40-ounce clean canteen water bottle. I take it with me everywhere I go. It's actually kind of obnoxious sometimes, but just having a water bottle that essentially I never have to refill for me is important. It's something that is heavy duty as well, right? It's plenty banged up. It's got a lot of dents and things in this, but I'd rather have one big one than having to refill a smaller one a bunch. I do have smaller ones, but this is definitely like my go-to one. So again, 40-ounce clean canteen there. Next up, I'm sure this is standard for everybody, is just an armband holder for your cell phone. I put mine on. I have to listen to something when I run. I can't just be lost in my thoughts for the most part. I like having something that makes me think while I run as well because it distracts me. So I listen to music some, but I also listen to a lot of podcasts. Those tend to really, pique my curiosity a little bit more and get my mind distracted from what it is I'm actually doing. So again, pretty basic, but it's still, I guess, in my essential carry when it comes to running. Piggybacking off that, I have the Beats by Dre, the Power Beats. So these are the ones that go over the ear, but I think that they, stay in better that way. They're Bluetooth as well, which is great because I have the iPhone 7. There's no headphone jack, but more importantly, you don't want a cord running around your body and accidentally rip it out. There's nothing worse than ripping out your earbuds from your ears while you're running or something like that. So again, I've got these. I know they're a little bit more expensive, but I've had them for over 2 years. They work great, and also the sound quality on these things is really good. It's worth the money in my mind if you're looking for an upper end. Obviously, there's a million different kinds out there right now, but I do use the Power Beats from Beats by Dre. Next thing up, I've got my chest strap from Polar. So this is what I wear around when I run. I pair it up with their Bluetooth heart rate monitor. I use these especially right now because I'm using Polar's marathon training program, and especially in the first 4 weeks, it's about what heart rate zone are you in versus how far are you running. So this tells me exactly where I'm at, what my heart rate is at that second. It puts it to my watch so I know where I'm at, and then if I'm too high or too low, it'll buzz at me to alert me so I know where I'm at. This is great as well. Anyone just looking to stay healthy and things when I'm working out. This is how I know exactly how many calories I burn. So when I was trying to just purely lose a ton of weight a couple years ago, this was the missing key to success for me because I needed to know how many calories I burn to help, tighten up my diet. So again, what's great about this is it's Bluetooth. It syncs right to my phone if I need it to. Otherwise, for me, have it go to my watch, and I've got everything, all the information I need right there. So again, heart rate chest strap and Bluetooth heart rate monitor from Polar. As I mentioned, I have the Polar V800. It is their triathlon watch, which is much more intense than what I'm using it for, but it does have a daily activity meter, which I like. So if I've been sitting too long, it'll buzz me, tell me to get up. It also just looks like a normal watch. I think that's the biggest thing. I have some of the fitness watches and trackers out there today look kind of goofy, or you have to wear a watch and another one, so you have stuff all over. This, just everything goes into one. I've got my watch, it's got timers, it's got alarms, everything you would need from it. But then it also has all the fitness stuff. It connects to my heart rate monitor, it's got a GPS, and does all of that as well. So for me, I really liked it. Like I said, it just looks like a normal watch for the most part. Nothing too weird about it. And then obviously with this being Bluetooth as well, when I get done with my workout, I sync it directly to my phone into the Polar Flow app. So it's perfect in that sense that you don't have to plug it in to sync it or anything. Speaking of plugging in and charging though, it does have a cable that plugs into USB, and it's got an amazing battery life. I plug it in maybe twice a month, so that'll just give you an idea of how it stacks up compared to other ones. The last thing that I have from Polar is actually their weight scale. So I bought this not even a year ago, and I've been using it infrequently, but it does an awesome job at connecting with their app again, and helps you track your weight. So for me, as I'm doing this, I want to make sure I have an idea of where I'm at as far as where my heart rate's at. So I've got my monitor. I also want to keep track of my weight and see how that's fluctuating as well. I can set goals in there as well if I want to gain weight or lose weight, and this will help you be smart about how to do that. So again, I know I've kind of got the whole Polar product suite essentially, but these products have done really, really well for me. They've been fantastic. So if you have any questions about getting them paired or linked or set up, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get in touch with you. You can always reach out to me on social media as well. But those are kind of the hardware equipment things that I do use. If I'm missing anything that you guys have that's an absolute must, let me know. If you guys are wondering, from like apparel and shoe stuff, everything I wear is Nike. I just have always been a big Nike guy growing up, so all my shorts, my shirts, and shoes and socks are Nike. But I'm thinking about upgrading my shoes to a new pair soon, especially when I'm putting a lot of miles on them. So if you guys have any shoe recommendations, would totally appreciate that and welcome it. So thank you in advance for that. The last thing I want to cover are just the supplements I'm taking. So in the mornings before my runs, I do Optimum Nutrition's pre-workout. It's got caffeine in it, right? So it'll kind of get you jacked up and going, which is what I need, because when I go run and early in the morning before work, I need a little bit of extra help to get going. And this exactly does it. I don't want to spend half to 2/3 of my run kind of being groggy and not really putting in the effort. So I take this stuff and it definitely gets you going and gets me to the zones I need to. So again, Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard pre-workout. Next up, I talked about this in the last vlog a little bit, but my post-workout I use Gatorade. I have their orange flavor, and I get the powder. It's a lot easier for me to regulate and kind of test and see how much I want, but this is the orange flavor, and I pair it with Optimum Nutrition's Gold Standard Whey, and I'm using the French vanilla cream right now. Vanilla and orange, like a dreamsicle. They pair really, really well. It's kind of hard to pair stuff with chocolate sometimes, but this is what I've been doing again. So I do my post-workout protein and Gatorade powder. So again, nothing crazy, nothing too out there, I don't think. But if there's anything I'm missing, you guys let me know. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. A little bit different, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of go over what I'm using. And like I said, ideally, you guys will send me some ideas to make my life easier. So thanks, and we'll be back tomorrow with day 5. So getting close to the first week. Pretty excited about this. Thanks, guys, for watching.